Is the Xbox still for sale? No sorry hun, sold this morning. Cheers son's crying, nice one.
CB failed her art exam because I wouldn't lend her my stuff. This isn't the longest story in the world, but enjoy anyway. When I was 12 I fell in love with art. And I wasn't awful at it, and I decided to take art for my GCSEs. Skip a few years, my final exam was just a few weeks away, so I decided to go all out and use some money I'd been saving up and buy some really good equipment that would last the 2-day exam and more. I got colored pencils, stencils, acrylic paint, brushes, palettes, colored markers, the works. I was really pleased. I should note that I had to save up for a while, since we couldn't afford a lot as my grandma and mum. To the Brits, I've been Canadianized, so yes, it's mom now. Both got sick. The day of the exam came and a friend came up to me and asked to borrow some of my stuff because she forgot to buy and didn't want to use the stuff the teacher had as it was old, cheap and heavily used by everyone. I declined because I was probably going to use most of it over the next 2 days and didn't really want to focus on who had what. She was like, oh please, I'm your best friend. She wasn't, and I lend you shit all the time. She didn't, and I said, again, no. She got quite pissed and said if she failed her exam it was my fault for making her use cheap quality stuff. She ended up borrowing someone else's stuff and got a D, and not because the stuff was cheap but, imagine a painting of a city street, drawn by a 6-year-old using only chalk. That was what her final piece looked like. After 2 days. Needless to say, she did actually throw me some shade on results day that she might have done better had I just lent her my equipment. Oh, and she also broke multiple things. This was a common problem she had, breaking things that weren't hers, and had to pay the other girl back. What do you mean you can't give me free pizza? I worked as a delivery guy for 3 years, and in my time there I met a lot of choosing beggars, entitled people and just plain scammers. So, I worked at Domino's, and this lady bought about 4 or 5 large pepperoni pizzas for a party. Apparently she underestimated the number of people that would show up, and tried to rip off the same amount of pizzas for free from us. It went something like this. Thank you for calling Domino's, insert area here. How may I help you? Yes, I received an order a few minutes ago, but the pepperonis were all spoiled. They had a bad taste and even had grey spots on them. It was disgusting and we threw them all away. However, I'm willing to be a good customer and just accept a free redo of the order. With new pepperonis this time, please. I got so damn scared, because I honestly thought our pepperonis had gone bad. I apologized to her and told her that I'll notify the manager to see what we are allowed to do, and she said it was okay. However, as soon as I notified the manager and told him that she bought around 5 large pep pizzas, he knew exactly what order it was. I told him everything about the spoiled pepperonis, and he got mad because he said those pepperonis were delivered just the day before, and he didn't open the bag until like 2 hours ago, so they were new. Not only that, but not a single person had complained the whole night, and they didn't smell, looked bad. He got on the phone with her. Yes, Mom, I'm the manager here. I heard your issue. Are you sure they were spoiled? Her. Obviously I couldn't hear, but he told me later, of course they were all spoiled. What are you saying? I know when my food is bad. Don't worry Mom, I'm not saying anything. However, I'm asking because your order was delivered an hour and a half ago, and I find it odd that you called just now. Well, I couldn't call earlier. We'll ready your pizzas if you give us back the pizzas we delivered, so we can inspect the pizza ourselves. This is not store's policy. He just wanted to scare her into thinking it was. What? Return the P. Look, we threw them all away. They were bad. Nobody touched the damn things. Then, get them out of the trash. Who would do that? People who throw away food and demand redo an hour and a half later, screw it, I don't want your damn pizzas. This is horrible customer service. You're supposed to give me a free order with the same amount of pizzas. We have a party here and now nobody will eat. You should have brought back the pizzas as soon as you noticed. She hangs up at this point.